time, no. So
Listen to what I'm asking. Is this your first time on the ladder?
Yes.
Have you ever done this before?
No.
Are you nervous?
No.
You better be.
We're gonna learn today.
You better be honest with me. You are nervous. You have been nervous all day. You have been texting me after texting me. You are nervous.
All right, if you want to call it.
But that's what you need to be, don't you?
Oh, I have to.
Because you've got so much to...
It is. But if one goes to the Library of Congress or the British Library, or if one studies maps like I do, you'll find out in ancient maps it was not there.
Where is Mecca?
I can't find Mecca. Where is for Mecca? Here's Mecca right there on your back.
Oh, it's
I just found Mecca.
It's all on the new maps, but it wasn't there on the Ptolemy map.
Well, you asked where is Mecca? I just found him. He's on your back.
Yes, sure. 1980s jacket. Sure, Mecca's there. And it's been there for centuries.
Okay, so today we know where Mecca is what you're saying.
Absolutely.
But you don't think that the other people knew it beforehand.
Well, I got incontrovertible evidence.
So
I'm allowed to predict the science of geography.
When are you talking about?
Ptolemy. This is from the Library of Congress at large. There are 7 maps in the Ptolemy series. This one is particularly clear. Ptolemy is a 2nd century Greek mathematician and geographer. He did his maps, and these were 7 at the Library of Congress. I picked 2 of them today. Okay. And how could Abraham have built Mecca if it's not there in the 2nd century?
Hold on, stop before. You're saying Ptolemy is from the 2nd century?
Yeah, Ptolemy.
80.
The Piasan.
80.
Yes.
Okay, so he's quite recent.
He's 2,200 years after Abraham.
Okay, but basically 1,800 years before now.
Yes.
So he's before Islam.
Way before, yes.
So this is a good 500 years before Islam.
Yes.
Okay. So what you're saying is at the time that he did his, that's not his map. He didn't make any maps.
He didn't make the maps, but they were done later.
He wrote about the geography of Arabia.
Right. This is how it's presented in the Library of Congress. Or
you're not answering my question.
Okay.
You're running ahead. Okay. Listen to what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
He did not make any maps.
That is correct.
So this is not his map.
No.
Okay, you're going to confuse these people.
Oh, I'm not trying to confuse you.
Yes, you are, because you're jumping all over the place.
Okay.
Sit still. Let's go slowly on this. Okay, so he did not make any maps.
No.
He wrote a book on the geography of Arabia.
Yes.
And in that geography, he placed different places.
Yes.
He named different places.
He was very descriptive.
And the places were what? Cities, towns, rivers, mountains.
Mountains.
Okay. And when he put that on the book, Europeans came and then made these maps.
Yes, that is correct.
Then tell them that. That's what you need to tell them.
Okay. The Europeans took his book and they took these and they put them on. And there's 7 Ptolemy maps in the Library of Congress. And you can go through it. And I grew up with the Library of Congress because my dad ran a map company 36 years.
Okay. Again, you're running ahead. Who cares what your dad did or you? I want to say, you just said that so quickly, no one heard you.
All right.
So these are not his maps. These are much later Europeans.
Yes.
Who took what he wrote and they put it on a map.
Correct.
Okay. Are you all following so far?
Yes, excellent.
Okay. So these are much later maps.
They are correct, but they're showing what he wrote in the 2nd century and presenting them accurately.
And so what is your problem with this map then?
Because Mecca's not there. And if Abraham built Mecca, how could it be gone? If Abraham built Mecca, if Abraham built the Mecca 2,200 years before this, how could it not be there?
So it's not on this map.
No.
It must be on another map then.
No, can you turn that map around, please? Can you turn that map around? There's another. There's 7 Ptolemy maps. 7 Ptolemy maps in the Library of Congress. 7 of them. This is the second one. It's a little bit harder to read, but Mecca's not there. Why is Mecca not there in the 2nd century AD, 2,200 years after Abraham?
Okay. But Makaraba is there.
Well, they have other things. They have a tree.
Makaraba is Mecca.
Oh, you can say Makaraba.
Makaraba is right there. Makaraba.
Okay.
Could that not be Mecca?
there's always possibilities, but I got incontrovertible science today, so I'll give you that. I'll give you that if you want that.
What are you going to do with Makoraba?
I have no problem with it being on one of these. I have sensed and I found out that Qatar has got the rights to these things, and I'm sensing something might be going on, but that may be a
So what does Qatar say about
He needs some
Makoraba?
milk.
I'm sure they want it on there as much as possible because I've got a bunch of other maps here, not just these Ptolemies.
Yeah,
You
of
can
course.
argue that.
The Muslims will throw you on that if you said that in public, like you've just done right now.
That's fine.
Unfortunately, there are no Muslims to hammer him. Come on, Muslims, where are
Where are the
you?
Muslims at?
Where are the Muslims?
Him, right there. He's Muslim. He's Muslim. Come on. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. We're running up. Come on down.
I want you to down. Help this man fight Mecca. Come here. Come here. Help this man fight Mecca.
He needs some milk.
Why is it that Muslims are so afraid? Jim, notice, he's yelling and yelling, but he doesn't want to come and contact.
And I give you this scientifically, logically, geographically. I could be mistaken on that. I'll give you that. Absolutely, I'll give that.
You are mistaken. But the Muslim doesn't want to
down.
talk to you about it.
Of course.
And why does the Muslim not want to talk about this?
I can kill anyone.
What is it that the Muslims claim about Mecca?
That Abraham built Mecca.
No, much even more than that. What else do they claim?
You can tell me better than
Adam
myself.
and Eve were at Mecca.
Adam put
So therefore, there's no one earlier than Adam and Eve, right?
No.
They are the first humans on earth.
Yes, sir.
So Mecca would be the first inhabitant of mankind, right?
It should be the world's best known. I have incontrovertible
Well, it may not
evidence
be the
here.
world's best known. Don't jump to
But
that.
Adam and Eve.
But certainly it's the oldest.
Yes.
And does it not say, you said that Abraham was there in chapter 21?
You know better than myself on these
Just
things. I
take
want
it
to
from
stay
me.
on my
In chapter
geographic
21,
lane.
in chapter 21 of the Quran, Abraham is in Mecca.
Okay,
And
you
he's
know this
rebuilding the
anyway.
Masjid al-Haram.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's 1900 BC.
Absolutely.
So already, 1900 BC, we're talking about pretty early, right?
Look at these centuries. That's about 2,000 years later. It's
I'm not talking
there.
about this yet.
Okay.
I'm just saying what the problem, why this Muslim is running away. If Mecca is there at Adam and Eve, if Mecca is there in 1900 BC, is also Mecca not the center of trade? North, south, east, and west.
And I got maps like that, but you're getting ahead of us. But yes,
Or are you going to go into trade routes?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to annihilate
I
the
like
trade
this
route.
guy.
I'm going to annihilate the trade
Okay,
route.
please, Muslims, come forward. I want you to take them on.
They're running.
I want you to take them on.
Trade route map. The trade route
No,
map.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So already know.
Other one first. That's that.
So Jim, already we know that Mecca is the oldest city in history.
Yes, sir.
It's also where Abraham lived, right?
Yes, sir.
How many people believe Abraham lived in Mecca? Put your hands up.
Hey, we're looking for believers. We're looking for this.
Come on, Muslims. Are you Muslim?
Who wants to take
Are you
on a
Muslims?
geographic fanatic? Who wants to take on a mapaholic? Who wants to take on a
Notice the
map freak?
Muslims are running away.
Who wants to deal on a map freak?
The Muslims love to yell at us about the Trinity and the divinity, but they don't want to talk about their city called Mecca. The oldest city in the history of mankind, where Abraham lived.
And it's the science of geography that's been de-emphasized my whole life. I happen to be a freak. I major in that. There's many things I don't know, but
Like you didn't know about Makoraba.
of course.
Okay, so we do know that someone somewhere should have heard about this city.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's just say, hypothetically, that maybe it was so insignificant that no one bothered to mention it. Like Ptolemy forgot to mention it.
Yes. But if you say Ptolemy forgot to mention it, this is the trade routes of the empires of the first century. You can see the Silk Road going to China. You can see the Roman Empire. You can see the Parthian Empire that predates the Persian and the modern-day Iran. You can see trade routes going by water around the Red Sea. It's so beautiful going all the way.
So they're coming from China, they're coming to the Mediterranean.
Right.
They can either go the northern route or the southern route.
Through the water.
They have to come through here. They have to come up the Red Sea.
Right, and what you see on this trade route map of the great empire, and look at this, the first century, 2,100 years after Abraham supposedly built Mecca. You see it going from Petra to Mur, and it's going Mur in the modern day Yemen, and it's a very clear map.
That would be Aden then. Aden is the city.
Again, there is, I don't
Aden
know.
is the city here, and you notice that you have it going along the Red Sea. What is that purple line right there?
That is the trade route map, and the next one's great. On this trade route map, it shows very clearly the route going from Petra along the water.
Let's look at that, because that looks like it's going through Mecca.
It certainly could. The next one is very clear.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Should we go to it?
Yes.
Oh!
Okay. This is the Nabatean trade route map, the 1st century BC, 1900 years after Abraham.
Okay, here's the Hadramaut. That is Yemen and Oman today.
Yes, sir.
And that's where all the water is.
Yes, sir.
Aden's right here.
Yes, sir.
And here is Sana. There's Natuna. There's Natuna, I'm sorry. Where you don't have Taif here. Taif should be right about there.
Well, this is at the library. I'm not trying to say Taif.
And then that is Yafrin.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, hold on a minute. It goes from Najran straight to Yafrin. Mecca's down here.
It's nowhere near the map
Why is the trade route not come down to Mecca?
because it's at a different elevation. It did not have water for the
Hold on,
camels.
how much elevation from Taif down to Mecca is how many feet?
About 3,000 feet is bigger than any mountain in Pennsylvania where I'm from. It's about the elevation, the very tallest mountain in Pennsylvania.
We have
Allegheny
6,000 foot mountain, sorry. But be
No,
careful.
Pennsylvania's 3,000.
Here we go on that. You ready? So
Yes.
Mecca is right here. It's down off the trade route is what you're saying.
It's way off.
Way off the trade route. And why do they not go down to Mecca and then back up to Yathrib?
There's no water there.
Oh, did you hear that? It's a desert!
It's a desert.
No water, no food, no food, no people, no town, no city, no history, no civilization.
No
It's
water
a
for the
civil
camels.
town.
No water for the camels. No water for the people. No water for any of this thing. You're gonna
No
learn.
water, no food, no people, no town, no city, no history, no civilization. How long does it take me to say that? 5 seconds.
Oh, you're great. You're expert.
All right, so you can see, just shut that argument down. In order to have a place for people to go, for camels to be fed, you need water.
Right.
Now, there is no water down here.
There is no water. It's not on the trade route. The elevation is as tall as Allegheny Mountain, the tallest in Pennsylvania. They don't have
They
colors.
don't know Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Then what are these places then?
No way. There's not one out of a Google chance.
I will tell you why they don't want to do this. Look what happened to Salman Rushdie when he tried to ask a similar question about simply about the Sunni-Shiite divide. Look
Sure.
what happened to him about whether or not we can trust the Meccan surahs, or he talked about the satanic verses, the 12 prostitutes in London who all had the names of the wives of Muhammad.
I apologize. I don't know anything about that, but I do
Okay,
know
you
that.
know what happened to him though.
Oh, I do know that he was beaten and hurt and almost killed. I do know maps. I know geography. I am certain with all of my heart there's no way this shouldn't be investigated.
Jim, could you show these maps and say what you just said out there in the street?
I could say in the street. I could say it in any
No, you
university.
cannot. You can only do it at Speaker's Corner.
Oh, you mean I'd be knifed or beaten?
No, you would probably be taken away by the police.
Oh.
You are not permitted to do that, am I correct? Here in Britain, you cannot say these things outside of Speaker's Corner.
Okay.
So that's why we're here at Speaker's Corner saying these things. Because of the fact that it is controversial. What you are introducing is controversial.
It may be controversial, but I believe that the church was persecuted, and if anything were to happen, I give all the glory and I trust Jesus.
Okay, anything else you want to say?
No, sir. Let me
Okay,
get down.
God bless you. Let's give him a hand! His first time at Speaker's Corner up on the ladder. Who's next? Are you ready?